Hey everyone, it's Desy Cheng, and today we're going to be talking about the differences between the Fujifilm X100V as well as the X-T4, and hopefully I can help answer some of your questions and let you decide which one is going to be right for you. Now, I'm not going to be going through every single detailed spec about the cameras because you could just find that online. However, I'm just going to outline some of the major differences that matter to me the most. When comparing against the Fujifilm X-T4, I am using the 23mm f2 lens just so the focal length is the same. The X100V is about $1,400 US, and the X-T4 with the 23mm lens combo is about $2,150. Now let's talk about the physical appearances first. The X100V is much more compact and can easily fit into a jacket pocket. Although you can't change lenses on it, there is a telephoto and a wide adapter available. However, just to let you know, it's not as easy as changing lenses. You do have to unscrew the lens mounted ring, and then you have to kind of screw on the adapter. So it does require a little bit more time to change your focal length. Weight-wise, the X100V sits at about 478 grams, and the X-T4 with the 23mm lens is at 817 grams, so it's almost double but not quite. The X100V does have a tilting LCD screen, whereas the X-T4 has a fully articulating screen, perfect if you want to do any type of vlogging. The X100V has an optical viewfinder as well as an electronic viewfinder, and you can easily switch them with the flip of a switch. The X-T4 is only an electronic viewfinder, and so it's just kind of personal preference. I personally prefer using the electronic viewfinder only just because I like to see my live exposure. Both of these cameras are supposed to be weather sealed. However, the X100V's lens is not weather sealed, so you will have to buy an additional lens hood or something like that just to put it on, and you can find them easily on Amazon. The X-T4 does have dual card slots for relay, backup, or simultaneous recording, whereas the X100V only has a single card slot. One thing I really like about the X100V is that it has a built-in ND filter. However, you can only use it in photo mode and not in video mode. And finally, the X-T4 has in-body stabilization, whereas the X100V does not. Next, let's talk about the photo image quality. Simply put, you will not notice any image quality photo difference between the two cameras. They are using the exact same sensor, and when you put photos side by side, you cannot tell them apart. However, for video quality, it does make a little bit of a difference. Both cameras can do 4K 24p up to 200 megabits a second and shoot f-log or shoot in the new Eterna profile. But the X-T4 supersedes the X100V because it can do 10-bit video as well, and it can do 4K 60p if you wanted that beautiful slow motion footage. One other major downfall of using the X100V for video is that the autofocus is quite audible, and you hear the focus motor whenever it focuses on something, and the autofocus is not really 100% reliable because it's constantly hunting and it doesn't always get the subject that you want. Hey Jakey. Hi.
What's that?
Hey buds. Now let's talk about the autofocus performance for photography between the two cameras. The X-T4 is the clear winner just because the autofocus point locks and tracks focus confidently like Canon and Sony, whereas the X100V just still tends to, it doesn't 100% locks onto what you want it to be, as well as the pixels are large and blocky, so whenever you're doing continuous autofocus or anything like that, it kind of scatters around a little bit. But one thing to note though is that if you are using it just for landscape photography, street photography, still life, or portraits, the X100V is 100% totally fine. It's only when you kind of get into fast-moving subjects such as kids or sports or wildlife where the X-T4 is going to perform much better. Regarding autofocus for video, the X-T4 is the clear winner. The X100V just really falls behind because of the autofocus performance as well as the loud focus motor that you can really hear. So if you're buying the X100V, know that you're buying it to use it for pretty much 99% stills. The video just isn't up to par with the other cameras out there on the market. Each of these cameras are aimed at different types of photographers, and so there's no right or wrong answer here. But if you're a pro photographer and you're wanting something smaller, or if you're a hobbyist or enthusiast and you wanted something that's going to be better than your smartphone, the X100V is a fantastic option. One thing to note though is just the video is just not very good. But if you are looking for a camera to upgrade to and you're getting really serious about photography or even video, then the X-T4 is going to be a great option. Whether you're going to be doing wedding photography, portraits, videography, commercial photography, or events or sports or wildlife or anything like that, the X-T4 is going to be a great option just because there's so many different lenses that you can mount onto it, and the image quality is amazing. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me do more videos like these, like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31.